In the upcoming year, I'm planning to get more into hand illustrations, and I thought in order to do this, I should probably pick up some markers. Enter the scene, Ohuhu markers. I searched up markers for illustration on Amazon, and these were the first ones that came up, and the first brand, actually the only brand, that had over like 6,000 reviews of the product. So I thought, well, let me hop over to YouTube and see exactly what people have thought of these markers. And whenever I hopped over, I found that recently there hasn't been much buzz about these markers. Most of the videos made about these markers, specifically reviewing them, were from like 3 years ago, because apparently these popped onto the scene 3 years ago and like shook the art community. And so I thought, well, let me get them because so many people liked them. But I wanted to film a video today to see if they still hold up, or if over the years the quality has tanked. You have a broad tip on one side and you have a fine tip on the other. A whole bunch of people in the comments kept calling this a brush tip. So if you are looking specifically for a brush tipped marker, this isn't going to be for you. It's a fine tipped marker on one end, and there is definitely a difference with that. This is a brush tip marker. All right, so if you are looking and like you're buying a gift for somebody, just so you do know the difference. Fine point marker, brush tip marker. I will be swatching for both sides. The only one that I'm not going to swatch is this one. It is a clear one. It's a colorless blender. Alright, so you saw the swatches as I was doing them, but in case you wanted to see them all together, here is what they look like, and I did not put anything down. This is a mixed media sketchbook, so I wanted to see if they bled through. And as you can see, this was on the other side. It did not bleed through, like to transfer to the other side, but it definitely bled through in general. And that is something that they said in like the frequently asked questions, will it bleed through? And they said yes, because it is an alcohol marker. So I did just want to point that out, because I do want to end this on a positive note. I am going to point out the few things that I really did not like about these markers. If you get these, or when you get these, I would highly recommend that you do swatch them. I created the little marker sketches. So I put the names, and as I was going, I thought, oh, that doesn't really look like it. So like this is called pastel pink. That is not pastel. Now, it's not necessarily the vivid pink highlighter down here, but that's not a pastel color at all. Geranium's the perfect example. When you look at this, that would be a pretty lipstick shade, but when you look at this, it's a color of a geranium. Like, it's that vivid color. This is what it actually looks like though. So definitely use your markers first before you get started on any piece that you're working on, because definitely there is a difference there. Also, something that it might be the paper that I'm using, it might be user error, because like I said, I'm just swatching these for the first time, but they kind of bled in like here. That is really weird to me. Now, like I said, I'm not used to really working with markers, but that's strange, because if you were going to say, and not all of the colors did it, but to me, if I'm going to use these for like illustration, like my intended purpose, or for like super detailed work, I wouldn't want anything kind of like bleeding through. And almost like whenever you're blending watercolors together and you don't let one dry all the way. Blends together, that's what these markers were doing. Overall though, I do really like these markers. I don't feel that I wasted my money. I'm really glad I got them on a Black Friday sale, but even if I would not have and I would have paid full price, feel I would have gotten my money's worth. So now is the time for you to help out our community here. Let us know in the comments down below, do you like these markers? If you have another suggestion of markers that I should try or we should try, let us know that in the comments down below as well. If you have not done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell before you leave here today. That way YouTube will let you know each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in another video that YouTube should be recommending now.